hustle and bustle of the holidays upon us, 56% of Americans say time alone is vital to their mental health. That's according to a survey from The Ohio State University. 46% said they don't get the alone time they need during the holidays.
Correspondent Jim Krasula. This year, retail therapy is my jam. Thanks to all those deals. So in a couple days, I'm not going to see my living room again. TV might block the door. It's Wednesday news time, 4:19. Several large drones have been spotted over New Jersey. The FBI would like to speak to you if you've seen them. Two men are recovering from stab wounds after an attempted robbery at a gas station this morning in Brooklyn. Another fire caused by a lithium-ion battery, this one in an e-bike store in the Garment District. The middle school teacher in California is dead after a suspected bat bite. Coming up at 10:10 Wiz Entertainment, Kendrick Lamar is announcing tour dates with SZA. Sports tonight, the Knicks host Orlando. The Islanders visit Montreal. AccuWeather says clear, partly cloudy skies, down to 30 in the city, 20s in many suburbs. Tomorrow some sun, followed by clouds, becoming breezy with a high of 42. Winds news time, 4:21. Time for expanded traffic and transit on the ones with Greg Rice.
Getting worse, getting into the outbound George Washington Bridge, the westbound side of the Cross Bronx over at Jerome Avenue, left lane out with a multi-truck crash. That's got you at a standstill out of the Bronx direction. Great either. Southbound Deegan is sluggish in the west 230s, northbound from the RFK Bridge. Harlem overdrive out of Craft from the 130s, and the west side highway sluggish and worsening from the 60s on up. Citybound side of the George, good enough to the upper and lower Lincoln. It's about 10 minutes in. Outbound an extra 15 from 11th, better elsewhere. Holland, 25 minutes on outbound ride. Outbound covered roadway, inbound Skyway are slow. Newark Bay, it's a much better place. Staten Island bound Verrazano, both levels are starting to load up because of a broken down truck on the westbound Staten Island Expressway over at Slauson Avenue. That has the middle lane out. Jersey and West Orange, 280 westbound. Near exit 8, you got the two right lanes out, all because of a wreck getting through that area. Traffic is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com. It's that time of the year again. The Mercedes-Benz of Edison winter event is back. You know your dream car is waiting for you right there with some of the best offers of the year. This holiday season, gift yourself or a loved one a Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Edison. No! 431 at 10:10 Wiz on Magnitude 3 FM.
State and federal officials in Jersey would like to know if you've seen any drones flying along the Raritan River. The FBI says there have been several sightings.
Policia!
If you started hovering over your house or your head, all along these strange sightings in the skies over New Jersey have residents on edge.
Absolutely crazy. It's crazy. Scary and crazy.
It's low, and no movies. I say, what? What is that? That is the first saw the drones on the camera.
Many notifications on the ring and like drones are circling around and like the addresses and stuff.
And Jackson was in the video driving on the 37. What is that? A play or what is that? And before we make it known, it's a drone. I said, a drone? So what's with these mystery drones and who's flying them? The FBI and Morris County Sheriff's Office are working to find out. Here is Douglas Henson Wind on 92.3 FM. In Park City.
In Brooklyn, two men are recovering from injuries after a stabbing outside a Sunset Park gas station on 5th Avenue. The NYPD is looking for two suspects wearing black masks who rode up on a red moped.
Stop!
Cops say they stabbed their victim, who's 25, armed this morning around 9:30. Used to hand over the motorcycle. Another victim, 34, was stabbed in his back and left. An e-bike store burst into flames early this morning.
It was a three-alarm fire with heavy flames. There were no serious injuries, though. Special flames fire marshal said his units have inspected this store several times, most recently in September.
These lithium-ion batteries that are being stored in buildings like this are ticking-time bombs.
Fire officials blamed the blaze on a company stored and charged lithium-ion batteries for e-bikes. Fire Commissioner Robert Tucker said it started at 3 in the morning at an e-bike rental facility on West 38th Street in Midtown.
Violation. In some cases, they persisted to engage in these unsafe practices.
The fire commissioner says if you intend to purchase a device that is powered by a lithium-ion battery, ensure it is certified.
You can't go down that way, though. That's a waterway.
What
is this guy doing?
The numbers are in for Cyber Monday. Analyst Vivek Pandya with Adobe says sales were good. So are the discounts.
We've seen really strong spending overall in the season so far, and I think it's a factor of consumers being quite price sensitive but being in a relatively better position in terms of economic disposition than they were in previous years.
Consumers spent a total of $13.3 billion on Cyber Monday, up 7.3% year over year, slightly surpassing initial projections. The 5-day period from Thanksgiving to Cyber Monday brought in $41.1 billion online overall. That's up 8.2% year over year. Today's Giving Tuesday, where nonprofits encourage us to give back to our communities just in time for the holidays and to get our tax deductions ready for the new year. Melinda Gates says she will match $1 million in Giving Tuesday gifts to organizations supporting women.
You go out in your community and you give your time. Let's say you decide you want to be part of a food drive or you want to be part of serving food to the homeless. You have a connection there.
Gates making the pledge on ABC's Good Morning America. Wednesday news time, 4:26. Time for Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Andrew O'Day.
Two records for Wall Street's indexes today. Nasdaq rose 77 points. S&P 500 gained 3. And just like yesterday, the Dow slipped back. Today it lost 76 points. More stocks fell than rose on Wall Street. Stocks of retailers mixed it, even as research shows Thanksgiving weekend overall was huge for retail business. $197 million was shopped over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, up to and including Cyber Monday, says the National Retail Federation, ahead of forecasts. More was shopped in stores than last year, but fewer of us bought stuff online than last year. Looks like Amtrak is on the right track. The rail line says it completed nearly 33 million customer trips in fiscal 2024, a 15% increase year over year. And Amtrak says during that time it poured $4.5 billion into infrastructure projects and expanding train service. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Andrew O'Day for 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
1010 Wins coverage of the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is sponsored by Parker Wakeman. Injured? Call the 9s. 212-ALL-9s.
Now this message, Riverside Memorial Chapel. For generations, a symbol of Jewish tradition and uncompromising quality.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Take Echo on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit Kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires. See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/25. Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just
Greyhound! You want a box, man? And the Greyhound box.
Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature. Cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details.
How do you feel? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, one more day until Friday. Then someone in the elevator says, "Happy Friday," and then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico. It's Spectrum. It unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month with bundle plus a 3-year price guarantee. Visit Spectrum.com. Based on the good money development. What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Sleepo Sandwiches, this is the Dr. Turkey Drink, the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial pastrami, gravy, Bono. Yeah, it sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of the Pepsi Zero Sugar and Kia Vitamins. Lunch, dinner, late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eating a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
The weather says skies will be clearly partly Partly cloudy tonight with a low near 30 in the city, 20 in many suburbs. Tomorrow, some sun followed by clouds, breezy with a high of 42. This is 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM. New York's one and only all-news station. I'm Ashok Bala, Winds News Time 4:30.
Good afternoon, I'm Lori Madden. Groundbreaking today for the American LGBTQ Plus Museum, a new museum, which will be located at the New York Historical Society on the Upper West Side.
This museum will be a place for people to learn the history that created the present and inspired fights for the future of the LGBTQ plus movement. Governor Hochul says it's important to remember the people who fought to create it.
Those who struggled, those who were outliers, those who were despised by society that stood up.
1969. Co-owner Kurt Kelly, please no longer straight numbers. Every time you put a stone or brick on that wall, goodbye, my friends. It will open in 2027. What's the going? On the west side.
What's time? Long time now for expanded traffic.
We're going to come to the installation within the last hour out of Penn Station on the LIRR because of a broken down Amtrak train in one of those East River tunnels. The last cancellation was the 401 on the Ronkonkoma branch. We had a Long Beach train delayed, we had a Babylon train canceled. But other than that, there haven't been any more recent cancellations on the LIRR. Penn on their closed. You've got delays in the 5 trains and the A and Rockaway shuttle subway lines. Now, here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound Georgia, good enough to the upper and lower. The outbound side of the Georgia, you can get there right now on the westbound cross bars near Jerome Avenue. A couple of left lanes are out with a crash. That's why you're slow out of the Bruckner interchange. Northbound and west side, though, getting worse out of the 60s. Southbound Deegan, best of what you've got, and that's starting to slow out of Van Cortlandt Park. Lincoln, we're looking at about 10 minutes in. Outbound Lincoln tunnel, 30 minutes from 11th Avenue, better elsewhere. There was an earlier crash on the inbound. But again, the outbound 11th Avenue approach is just a mess. We may have trouble in that outbound north tunnel. Holland Tunnel's about 10 minutes in. Out of lower Manhattan, Holland Tunnel's about 20 minutes. Verrazano Island
nearly gets how it's clear.
On the westbound
They're moving it just that. The one says she go to jog and have a cup of coffee and a rum and a mantle boom in the bush somewhere. A big dirty dog hole and boom in the bush instead. Dog and them bad boy.
Traffic is sponsored by the Barnes Firm. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Well, you've been seeing clouds as we've gone through the afternoon at times.
The sky is the limit.
Snow showers across the area. The west of the city, the east of West Passaic County near Patterson, and zooming out toward the south-southeast, and a few snow showers up to the Hudson Valley, northern parts of Rockland and Westchester counties, and up along the Putnam-Orange County line with warm snow showers are moving off to the southeast. The snow shower on the eastern part of Long Island, the central parts of Suffolk County, just passed over the LIE, just to the east of Brookhaven. That's moving off to the south as well. So, while some clouds are flurry, maybe even a snow shower early this evening, and then the skies are going to turn out clear to partly cloudy as we get through tonight. Much like last night, a lot of these flurries will diminish by around 7 o'clock or so.
Little wind, the sky's the limit.
In the city, 20s in those suburbs. Some of the powerful turn breezy cloudy and breezy tomorrow night, some rain and light snow at times. West of 287, or 36 temperatures slowly rising. Snow and rain showers start Thursday, and it could be a heavier burst of snow because visibility causes 6 spots for the west for a time. Most of Thursday, though, will be dry with some sun returning. Those temperatures falling to the 30s, real feel temps drop to the 20s, and the cold sunshine Friday, high 35. Right now, in Berkeley County, it's 41 degrees, mid-south going down to 30. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on the North Sponsor Station.
I'm 434. Amid President-elect Donald Trump's call for mass deportations, Mayor Adams says he wants to meet with Tom Homan, who Mr. Trump has picked to oversee immigration.
I would like to speak with what his and find out what his plans are. Where our common grounds are, we can work together.
Homan has previously said he would like to meet with the mayor. In the wake of President Biden's pardon of his son, Hunter Biden, a judge has closed the book on a case.
The gun case against Hunter Biden officially ends with an order from Judge Mary Ellen Noreika. She notes the absence of binding precedent in the rare grant of a pardon in a case that had not yet come to its natural conclusion. Sentencing in her Delaware courtroom had been scheduled for next week. Rather than dismissing the indictment as Biden's defense attorneys had asked, Judge Noreika notes the jury's guilty verdict, the pardon, and then concludes all proceedings in this case are hereby terminated.
Correspondent Stephen Portnoy. A Secret Service agent fired shots near the Washington, D.C. home of Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen after a confrontation with occupants in a vehicle. It happened around 1:30 this morning. The Secret Service says people in that car were trying to open car. Anyone was struck by gunfire. A California family at middle school after a teacher who was bitten in the classroom. Our teacher at Bryant Meadows. The Fresno County Health Department confirmed she was exposed to rabies after she found the bat in the classroom, picked it up, and tried to move it outside. 41 degrees now. It is cloudy here in the city. We are going down to 30 degrees tonight. The city has posted a code blue due to the cold temperatures. Wednesday's time, 4:36. They're number one on the charts, and they're heading our way. 1010 Wins Entertainment is next. It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event, so don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach, or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, so you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit Kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires. See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/25. Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available features cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then, someone in the elevator says, Happy Friday! And then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, Happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
38 now, 1010 Wins Entertainment. Fresh off his new album, GNX, soaring to the top of the charts, Kendrick Lamar is ready to hit the road with co-headliner SZA for their 2025 Grand National Tour. They'll pull into MetLife Stadium May 8th and May 9th. Pre-sale begins tomorrow. And Kendrick Lamar is having one blockbuster year. Not Like Us tops Apple Music's 2024 Global Song Chart.
Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Shulman & Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating, trust me. Your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with
FM. Powered by 1010 Wins.
The Newswatch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon. 41 degrees at 4:40. I'm Lori Nevin. And here's what's happening. The FBI would like to know who is behind the drones that have been buzzing Morris County. Our Mary Lynn Buckley is on drone patrol today. The 96th Street bus should get you across town a little quicker these days. The bus lane redesign is now in the books. A new lawsuit accuses Sean Diddy Combs of dangling a woman off a 17-story balcony, an allegation he denies. After a chaotic day of events in South Korea, the president has rescinded his martial law decree. Who runs the world? Beyonce does, on a new best of list. On Wall Street today, the Dow closed down 76 points. The Nasdaq closed up 76. 1010 Wins AccuWeather says clear to partly cloudy and cold tonight, low 30 degrees. We have a storm brewing tomorrow night into Thursday morning with a slushy condition caused by snow and rain. Wednesday time 4:41. Time now for expanded traffic in transit from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center. Here's Greg Rice.
Getting into the outbound George, still messy in the Bronx. Westbound cross Bronx approaching Jerome Avenue, left lane and crash involving a couple of trucks and a sedan. That's got you at a standstill from just out of the Brook. Direction change every day is bad. On the west of town. Southbound Deegan is sluggish from Macmillan Park south, and that's the best of it. Northbound west side messy out of the 70s. East side of town, brake lights pretty much in fits and starts.
I cherish that memory, and every memory I made with him in my time knowing Omer. Little did I know that big bear hug goodbye he gave me on the beach that night would be our last.
His brother called Omer his best friend.
As I near him in age, more and more people tell me I look just like him. Very soon, I will be older than he ever was. I have to grow old without him.
1,000 people attended the memorial service at the Midway Jewish Center. Sophia Hall, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM in Syosset, Long Island. A new lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexual battery alleges that the music mogul dangled a woman from a 17-story balcony. She's okay, but she's suing. Brianna Bungalan says it happened in September of 2016 when Combs showed up at then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura's apartment and began shouting and banging on the door. She says when Combs spotted her on the balcony, he advanced on her, groped her, and then lifted her up on the banister with only his grip keeping her from falling. She was pulled back in when Ventura intervened. Attorneys for Combs say he firmly denies these serious allegations and remains confident they will ultimately be proven baseless. Sean Diddy Combs is currently being held without bond as he awaits trial in New York on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. The fate of Daniel Penny is now in the hands of the jury. The Long Island man is accused of manslaughter for the chokehold death of Subway performer Jordan Neely.
Before making its decision, the jury will need to take into account hours of witness testimony, video of the incident, and the arguments of the prosecution, who said 26-year-old ex-Marine Daniel Penny recklessly and unjustifiably caused 30-year-old Jordan Neely's death by holding him in a deadly chokehold. Defense attorneys argued Penny acted to protect riders from a ranting homeless man, and that asphyxiation from a prolonged chokehold was not the cause of death. If the jury finds Penny guilty of the top charge of manslaughter, they don't need to consider the second charge of criminally negligent homicide. Marla Diamond, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM at Manhattan Criminal Court.
41 degrees now, cloudy here in the city. We are going down to 30 degrees tonight. The city has issued a code blue. Wednesday's time 4:47.
This is
Eat, save, and be merry with low prices and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh. Whether you're looking for sweet deals on holiday treats or your dream gingerbread house, outshine the tree with holiday deals delivered right to your doorstep. Celebrate the holiday season with savings and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions event, so don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach, or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, so you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit Kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires. See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/25. Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then, someone in the elevator says, Happy Friday! And then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, Happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico. At Spectrum, Leave every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love. Get Spectrum for $30 per month plus a 3-year pricing concession. Visit Spectrum.com. Offer subject to change based on eligibility requirements. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Wednesday's time, 4:49. First Lady Jill Biden is heading out on her final official trip before her husband leaves office. And the new president will also be on hand during one stop.
Both the First Lady and President-elect will be in Paris Saturday for the Notre Dame Cathedral's reopening. The trip is aimed at highlighting issues she has championed as First Lady, including women's health and cancer research. Dr. Biden will visit the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Italy, where in addition to touring a naval air station, she will also visit a tiny Sicilian village, which is the ancestral hometown of her father's family. Jill Biden is the first Italian-American First Lady. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol has lifted the martial law decree he imposed earlier today, setting off a chaotic chain of events. Protesters demanded he rescind the order. The National Assembly voted that the declaration be lifted immediately. His own party said the move to impose martial law was wrong. He said he announced the decree because he needed to eliminate anti-state forces. In reality, he is highly unpopular, and the opposition controls Parliament. In opposition, he accused of sympathizing with North Korea.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold on.
She has a winning hand for the century. We'll have more coming up in just a moment. Wednesday's time, 4:51. Time now for expanded traffic, including the Hatfield Transit Desk. Here's Greg Rice.
Now, the LIRR hasn't canceled any trains since the 401 towards Ronkonkoma out of Penn Station because of a broken down train in one of those East River tunnels. We're getting into the heart of rush hour, so I feel like if that train was still there, stalled in one of the East River tunnels, we would have had more cancellations at this point. So it looks like everything is better on the LIRR. Metro North never had any issues, and on the New Jersey Transit side, you've got a delayed train on the Montclair-Boonton line, and on the North Jersey coastline, a cancellation, another cancellation, and a couple of delayed trains to go with it. Subways, yeah, there's always something there. You got delays on the 4 and 5 trains heading uptown. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound side of the George, good enough, and it's getting better on the outbound George as they got rid of the wreck on the westbound Cross Bronx to Jerome Avenue, but it's still slow out of the Bruckner interchange. Lincoln into the city is about an extra 10 minutes. The outbound side of the Lincoln Tunnel, it's a solid 20 to 30 off of 11th, but better elsewhere. 20 minutes home at the Holland. Outbound covered roadway and inbound Skyway getting worse. Newark Bay going to be a much better play. Verrazano, Staten Island on slam because of the breakdown of the westbound Staten Island Expressway at Slauson Avenue. That has the middle lane blocked. Traffic is sponsored by Hatfield. I'm Greg Rice. 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi, zero sugar, and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
New weather 4-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Although we've been seeing some flurries, even some snow showers across the area this afternoon. Looks like a few snowflakes trying to get into the western part of Manhattan near the Upper West Side right now. And these extend back across the Hudson into New Jersey, extending back toward the Meadowlands. These are moving off to the east-southeast. So we may see a little bit of snow, maybe a few raindrops mixed in across Manhattan as this moves to the south and east. We still have a pretty good snow shower working its way across eastern parts of Suffolk County. This has been just east of the Brookhaven area near West Hampton Beach, near Eastport too. This is moving off to the south and east, and a few more snow. Tomorrow we'll turn breezy. Cloudy and breezy tomorrow night. We'll have some rain and wet snow at times. Could be a slushy coating to an inch of snow into Thursday morning in some spots north and west, especially north and west at 287, low 36 early tomorrow night, and then temperatures will rise late. Now Thursday we may have a snow or rain shower start, perhaps even a heavier burst of snow in a few spots, but most of Thursday turns out pretty quiet. The wind though will pick up, gusting to 30 or 40 miles per hour, so as temperatures fall into the 30s, real field temps will fall into the 20s, and a windy cold day Friday as well. Partly cloudy and 41 right now in Midtown. We're going down to 30 tonight. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
Wednesday's time 4:54. She's one for the century. Number one, that is, for the 21st century. Billboard has declared Beyonce the greatest pop star of this century, saying the reasons why are beyond numerous, ranging from her 25 years of timeless albums and singles, to her industry impact and influence on other artists, to her peerless, raw talents as a singer and performer. Wednesday's time. It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event, so don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach, or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, so you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires. See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/25. Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature. Cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details. 4:56 now. Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Andrew O'Day.
Wall Street follows up records for the NASDAQ and S&P yesterday with more records for the NASDAQ and S&P today. NASDAQ up 77 points, S&P 500 gained 3. Once again, the Dow was left out. It fell 76. McDonald's has been acting on the idea for a while now that its October E. coli scare is fully behind it, bringing back several weeks ago the slivered raw onions believed responsible for the 104 people infected in 14 states. But it's still nice when the CDC declares the E. coli outbreak officially over, and it has done so today. Dow loses 76, NASDAQ gains 77. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Andrew O'Day for 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Wednesday's time 4:57.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then someone in the elevator says, Happy Friday! And then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, Happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how Spectrum.
Clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 30 degrees here in the city, 20s in many suburbs. The city has issued a code blue due to these freezing temperatures. Tomorrow, some sunshine followed by clouds, high 42, and then tomorrow night, cloudy and breezy with rain and wet snow. There may be a slushy coating to an inch in some areas near and northwest of 287, low 36, and then the temperature will slowly rise. Thursday, we'll see some snow and rain in the morning. Any heavier burst of snow could reduce visibility, make driving a little bit difficult, but it will clear up by the afternoon. Right now it's 41 degrees. More people get their news from 1010 Winds than from any other radio station in the nation. Madison Pettis, our service aide. Sarah Milano's writing. Kyle McMorrow is at the editor's desk. I'm Lori Madden.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM, New York.
Cloudy skies, 41 degrees. It's 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Ashok Bala. Here's what's happening. Several large drones have been spotted over Jersey. If you've seen any of them, the FBI would like to speak with you. President-elect Trump has formally asked a judge to toss out his hush money conviction. Mayor Adams says he's ready to work with the incoming Trump administration on immigration policy. 2 human trafficking rings in Jersey have been busted. Yelp's best new restaurant of the year. It's in meatpacking. A spot in Soho made the list too. Sports tonight, the Knicks host Orlando and the Islanders visit Montreal. A little snow tomorrow. We'll check in with AccuWeather in a moment. Winds News Time 5:01. Time for expanded traffic and transit from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center. It's Greg Rice.
Now, getting to some of these bridges has become the issue. The northbound Van Wyck Whitestone Expressway, all sorts of slow from the LY up to the Whitestone Bridge. Clearview, Throgsneck, that's going to send you to the Bronx a whole lot easier. Southbound FDR Drive is pretty much one big crawl at this point from the RFK all the way down to the Brooklyn Bridge, and I'm not seeing a reason for this. The Brooklyn-bound Brooklyn Bridge looks to be moving at its usual slow clip, but nothing that should be causing all of these brake lights getting there on the southbound FDR Drive. You can bail off a little earlier on the Williamsburg Bridge. The Queensbound Midtown Tunnel also slower than you'd like. Citybound Midtown Tunnel is all jammed up. Citybound George behaves. Cross Bronx is better getting there because of the fact the earlier crash at Jerome Avenue is gone. Southbound Deegan, best ride out. Lincoln into the city, it's about an extra 15 to 20 minutes. Earlier stall on 495. That didn't help. Outbound side of the Lincoln, 30 to 40 from 11th, much better from 9th. Holland Tunnel, 25 minutes out of town. Outbound covered roadway, inbound Skyway are slow. Newark Bay, it's going to be a much better play. Traffic is sponsored by the DiPietro Law Firm. I'm Greg Rice. Our next report is at 5:11. 1010 Winds on 92.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, so you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit Kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires. See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/25.
No messy weather tomorrow night and a code blue along with it for the city because of cold temperatures. Let's get the latest from AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Yeah, Ashok, we have some flurries and a couple of snow showers around right now, and then we're going to have another round of some rain and wet snow as we head into tomorrow night. And there could even be a slushy coating to an inch of snow in some areas near and northwest of 287 tomorrow night into early Thursday. There will be a cold front that pushes through the area very early Thursday morning. That could bring one last round of some snow and rain showers, and any heavier burst of snow could reduce visibility, perhaps even cause a few slick spots north and west of the city. We're not really anticipating any slippery conditions in and around the city, where temperatures will be near probably about a little above 40 into early Thursday. But once that front is through, temperatures will tumble Thursday afternoon. It's going to be windy into Friday, so even with high temperatures in the 30s on Friday, real field temperatures only will be in the teens. Ashok?
Somewhere out there in the land of make-believe, Fox Mulder is still looking for UFOs.
While juggling his adult film addiction, drones have been spotted hovering all over North and Central Jersey, including President-elect Trump's golf course.
Mystery drones have been popping up all over Morris County, New Jersey. Matthew says he caught them on his Ring camera.
And I keep getting alerts here. Their drones are out again.
While Jacqueline has spotted them as she's been behind the wheel. I say, what? What is that? And where were you driving when you saw it? I drive in the 7:30. They've been popping up so much that the FBI and Morris County Sheriff's Office now is investigating. After getting countless calls of people spotting them in town. Randolph, Parsippany, and Morris, to name a few. Brian, a Parsippany resident, says he's never seen anything like it.
Well, why would they be flying over Parsippany, especially over the pizzeria?
92.3 FM in Parsippany, New Jersey.
It's official. President-elect Trump has formally asked a judge to toss out his hush money conviction. Filing made public today, his lawyers argue that the case would present, quote, disruptions to the institution of the presidency, including disrupting the transition of power. Prosecutors have about a week to respond, but they previously said they'll fight any efforts to dismiss the case, though they may be open to delaying sentencing till after his term is over. Sentencing was initially set for late November, but after Mr. Trump won the election, Judge Juan Merchant postponed the sentencing indefinitely. Sentencing day for a man from Queens who was convicted of murder and sexual abuse back in October. Kwai Ming Wan, who's 55, was given 25 to life for the deadly attack of Xiaomo Zhao 3 years ago. He was 29. Cops say the victim found dead in the lobby building, and when they investigated, they found blood all over the man's apartment. He apparently tried to carry her body out of his home to hide the evidence, but was stopped by building residents. Queens DA Melinda Katz said she hopes today's sentence provides some solace to the victim's loved ones as they continue to grieve her loss. Wins News Time 506. Mayor Adams says he's ready to work with the incoming Trump administration when it comes to immigration policy. He's asked for a meeting with Trump's pick for border czar, Tom Homan.
I'm not going to be warring with this administration. I'm going to be working with this administration. So President Trump is the president-elect, and whoever he chooses to run his agencies, I'm looking forward to sitting down and see how do we better New York.
The mayor has previously called out the Biden administration over immigration policy, saying it was not providing enough federal aid to deal with the influx of migrants. And in contrast, Mr. Trump has promised mass deportations on the campaign trail. Another fire linked to e-bike batteries here in the city.
When firefighters busted down the back door, they were met with heavy flames. It was an e-bike rental shop on West 38th Street in Midtown. The blaze started at 3 o'clock in the morning. It went to 3 alarms, and Chief Brian Gorman said there were actually 2 fires.
Upon completion of operations, a watch line was left in place to guard the other batteries that were waiting to be picked up. Luckily, we had the watch line in place because the second fire was started in the basement.
Fortunately, there were no serious injuries, and Chief Fire Marshal Dan Flint says the situation is getting better.
As of today, in the year 2024, we have 5 fire fatalities. But this time last year, we were at 18.
Still, he says the problem of improperly storing lithium-ion batteries isn't going away. The public must remain vigilant. Carol Dioria, 1010 Wins, at 92.3 FM in Midtown.
Cops are searching for 2 masked men who stabbed 2 people in an apparent robbery this morning in Brooklyn. It's around 9:30 near a gas station, Sunset Park. Police say the suspects approached the 25-year-old man, demanded his motorcycle. He refused and was stabbed in the arm. Cops say a man who's 34 was also stabbed in the back and left thigh, and the duo jumped on a red moped and fled the scene. No arrests yet. The New York Historical Society will be home to the American LGBTQ+ Museum. Supporters celebrated with a groundbreaking ceremony today.
It will be based on our LGBTQ+ culture and the history that created that culture. Executive Director Ben Garcia.
Queer Americans enjoying
It'd be really cool for folks to come here and learn all about all of it.
Among the artifacts dedicated to the museum, a brick from the stone within the facade. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM on the Upper West Side.
It is slated to open in 2027. 2 human trafficking rings busted in Jersey. Attorney General Matthew Klatkin says these were separate rings, and in total, 7 people were indicted, including an operation in Bridgeton.
The indictment alleges that all 4 defendants, who also engaged in drug trafficking, participated in a human trafficking operation in which women were recruited on the false pretense that they would be working as dancers. But instead, they were taken to a bridge to home where they were offered for commercial sex.
In the other case, prosecutors say there were multiple teenage victims who were being trafficked and were met with violence when they tried to resist. It's 41 with cloudy skies going down to around 30 in the city, 20s in many suburbs. Winds news time 5:09. Now this message, tune into the PPAC Private Market Report Monday mornings on 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM.
Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature: cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event, so don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. As every Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, so you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit Kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires. See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/25.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then someone in the elevator says, "Happy Friday!" And then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures, and with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled, plus a 3-year price guarantee. Visit Spectrum.com. Offer subject to change. Based on eligibility requirements, valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Winds news time 5:11. Expanded traffic and transit with Greg Rice.
It's getting a little bit worse getting to Staten Island. Westbound belt brake lights and fits and starts from Knapp Street all the way to the Verrazano, and the outbound to Gowanus is slow from Fort Hamilton Parkway. Both levels of the Staten Island bound Verrazano are jammed up, and then the westbound Staten Island Expressway is still slow to Slauson Avenue, but getting better. The root of all of this, the earlier broken down truck on the westbound Staten Island Expressway, that's all gone. Now here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound George, good enough to the upper and lower. Getting out of town, southbound Deegan, the best of what you've got. Everything else still pretty messy. Lincoln, it's about 15 to 20 in, 20 to 30 out from 11th Avenue. 9th Avenue's a lot better. Holland, 15 to 20 home. Outbound covered roadway, inbound Skyway are sluggish. Newark Bay is better. Whitestone the worst of it either way across the Upper East. Queensbound RFK is messy too. The Clearview Throgs Neck combination, better idea either way. Citybound Midtown Tunnel, Queensbound Midtown Tunnel, and the Brooklyn-bound Brooklyn Bridge and the Brooklyn-bound upper level of the Manhattan Bridge, still with plenty of extra company at this hour through New Jersey. On 287 northbound, it's broken down tractor trailer in Edison, getting up towards exit 2. You got the middle lane out, and that's got you backed up all the way onto 440 southbound, loaded up on 287 through Piscataway. Traffic is sponsored by Handel's Messiah at the New Jersey Symphony Orchestra. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
4-day forecast now with meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Sure. have been tracking a couple of flurries and snow showers across the area this afternoon. We have one moving across Manhattan right now from around Central Park, the Upper West Side, up through Harlem, and this now extends over into Queens, close to LaGuardia, as this is moving off to the east-southeast. Could be a little bit of rain mixed into it. Temps right around the 40-degree mark. It's not really going to stick to anything, but again, there could be some snow flying in parts of the city here over the next 20 to 30 minutes. And we have the last of the snow showers pretty much moved off of the east end of Long Island. We had some snow showers there earlier. Still have a few in southwest Connecticut, just northwest of Stamford, and a couple in northern parts of Westchester County, too. These will diminish over the next couple of hours. The sky will clear out tonight. Lows in the 20s to near 30. Some sun will be followed by clouds tomorrow, high 42, and some rain and wet snow at times tomorrow night into early Thursday. There could be a slushy coating to an inch of snow in some areas near and northwest to 287. Temperatures will rise tomorrow night to near 40, and then temperatures will drop through the 30s on Thursday afternoon as the wind dies up, and it's going to be windy and cold right on into Friday. Mostly cloudy and 40 degrees right now in Midtown. We're going down to 30. I'm back here with meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3.
Shop Black Friday deals now at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances. Plus, take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. And get 2 free select tools with purchase of a select combo kit or battery kit from brands like Cobalt, Craftsman, and DeWalt. Hurry and shop these savings only for a limited time because Lowe's knows deals. About 11/28 through 12/4 cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items. Supplies last. Selection varies by location. Get ready for the epic return of Yellowstone. Sundays at 8, only on Paramount Network. Because Philo's here to take you on the ultimate journey back to the Dutton Ranch. That's right. Philo's the most affordable way to watch new episodes of Yellowstone live and enjoy over 70 top-rated channels for just $28 a month. You can also save the shows you love and rewatch them for up to a year. Start your free trial today at philo.tv. That's philo.tv. And watch Yellowstone Sundays at 8, only on Paramount Network.
Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature. Cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details.
516. Consider this a warning. Lots of them. You know what I'm alluding to, right? SantaCon. The big bar crawl set for Saturday the 14th, and tickets are live now. Somehow you don't know about SantaCon. It's when thousands of drunks dress up like Saint Nick and get hammered at participating bars. Day and night. Proceeds from the $15 ticket allegedly go to several local charities like City Harvest and Materials for the Arts. Before the festivities, the Long Island Railroad and Metro North put in the alcohol ban they do every year from 4 in the morning on Saturday to noon the following Sunday. So yeah, that is the weekend of the 14th. It was a massive Cyber Monday. Adobe Analytics crunched the numbers and they show Americans spent $13.3 billion online yesterday, up 7.3% year over year. And analyst Vivek Pandya says people just could not resist the steep discounts. There were a lot of them.
Electronics really peaked discounts at 30% off the average listed prices. We saw apparel prices see average deep discounts at 23%, toys at 26%.
Cyber Monday numbers follow big spending on Black Friday, and overall Cyber Week, the 5-day period from Thanksgiving to Cyber Monday, brought in $41.1 billion online. Wins News Time 518, an upscale Mediterranean restaurant in Manhattan, was named Yelp's Best New Restaurant of the Year. Medusa Mediterranean Meatpacking is in the top spot. It's part of the Noble 33 Hospitality Group, and Satya Tana is the Director of Hospitality.
It's coming from Yelp. It's not a board of critics and reporters. It's regular guests that are dining in our restaurants, which is essentially the biggest driver for our success.
Yelp describes the restaurant as a trendy, upscale, romantic, and classy joint. Place, they say, but I like the word joint. That's especially good for groups. Reviewers give it a 3.8 overall. The city also makes the list a second time with Sartiano's in Soho at number 19. A man from Wisconsin who was the longest
living heart transplant recipient in the country has died. When he was just 41, Larry Plew suffered a massive coronary.
They said his heart was damaged beyond repair.
He received a donor heart on his 42nd birthday in 1985 and was eager to get back to work, but
Nobody wanted me to work after that because they thought I was going to die of them.
with time on his hands,
I figured if I don't know who my donor is, at least I can try to give back something.
Larry Plew became a lifelong advocate for organ donation until he died this week at 80 years old. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Wins News Time 519.
Happy holidays, New York. This is Richard Davis, president of TWU Local 100. As we gather with family and friends to celebrate the holidays, let's take a moment to honor 43,000 of our dedicated members who keep this city moving day in and day out.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
From the buses to the subways, and from the depots to the stations, you are the heartbeat of this city, and your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. This season, as New Yorkers ride home to be with their loved ones, they'll do so because of you. On behalf of TWU Local 100, I wish you and your families a happy holiday and a safe and joyful New Year.
92.3 FM, powered by 1010 Wins.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Little bit of snow, 40 degrees at 520. On the show, Kabbalah, here's what's happening. Several large drones spotted over Jersey. If you've seen any of them, the FBI would like to receive a phone call from you. Jury deliberations are underway for Marine vet Daniel Penny's trial over the subway chokehold death of Jordan Neely. The redesign of 96th Street is complete. New bus lanes and features to make traffic flow better and safer. Funeral today for Omer Dutra on Long Island. His parents thought he was being held hostage by Hamas, but he was killed the day the war started. Coming up at 1010 Wins Entertainment, the #1 greatest pop star of the 21st century, according to Billboard. Will you agree or scream at your speaker? Stick around and find out. The Knicks host Orlando tonight. The Islanders visit Montreal. AccuWeather says a flurry or two this evening, and then partly cloudy, down to 30 in the city, 20s in many suburbs. Tomorrow some sun, then clouds, breezy with a high of 42. Wins News Time 521, expanded traffic and transit from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center. It's Greg Rice.
Well, every night is bad, but tonight's starting to get a little bit worse on the Belt Parkway. Westbound jams up from right around Knapp Street over to the Verrazano. Outbound Gowanus is slow to the Verrazano as well. Staten Island bound Verrazano, both levels are bad. It's because of earlier issues on the westbound Staten Island Expressway. Now the other way, the eastbound Belt bumper to bumper from Flatbush Avenue up past Erskine Street, where we're getting word of a breakdown in Queens. The crawl continues on the eastbound Belt from the Van Wyck over to Francis Lewis Boulevard. Westbound jams up over to Lefferts Boulevard. Here's what you need to know about the Bridges End Tunnel. Citybound George, good enough to the upper and lower. There's no great way out of town, but the southbound D gets the best of what you've got. Lincoln 10 to 15 in or out. Even 11th Avenue has gotten better. Still 20 to 30 home at the Holland Tunnel. Outbound Covered Broadway, inbound Skyway or Messy Newark Bay is going to be a whole lot better. Northbound Van Wyck Whitestone Expressway just crawling from the L line to the Whitestone Bridge. Clearview, Throgs Neck, Bronxbound. It treats you so much better. Traffic is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com. It's that time of the year again. The Mercedes-Benz of Edison winter event is back. You know your dream car is waiting for you right there with some of the best offers of the year. This holiday season, gift yourself or a loved one a Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Edison. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Drones have been spotted hovering all over North and Central Jersey, including President-elect Trump.
I have to ring, keep getting alerts here. Their drones are out again.
I saw it's slow and moving. What is that? It's play or what is that? People with me say, no, this is the drone. I said, the drone?
So if you spotted a drone, the FBI in Newark really wants to hear from you. The investigation's underway along with New Jersey State Police and Homeland Security. Morris County Sheriff James Gannon says there's no advisable immediate danger to the public at this time. The Federal Aviation Administration has imposed drone flight restriction while authorities investigate.
Jury deliberations are done for the day in the Dan Penny subway chokehold trial.
After about an hour of deliberations, the jury asked the judge for a readback of his instructions on the law regarding use of force and the justification for it. Daniel Penny's lawyers argued at trial that he held 30-year-old Jordan Neely in a chokehold in self-defense to protect fellow passengers and restrain Neely until police arrived. Prosecutors say the ex-Marine continued to exert force for far too long, holding Neely by the neck for roughly 6 minutes. The jury is weighing two charges, manslaughter in the second degree, which carries a 15-year sentence, or criminally negligent homicide, which carries a 4-year sentence. Marla Diamond, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM at Manhattan Criminal Court.
Diddy is facing new allegations of sexual battery. The new lawsuit claims that Sean Combs groped this woman and dangled her from a 17-story balcony while other people were around, including Diddy's former girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Brianna Bana Bongolan was an aspiring fashion designer at the time this happened in 2016. The suit claims that Diddy only put her down when Ventura intervened, but then he allegedly slammed her onto patio furniture. Combs denies the new allegations. A New York-based dermatology practice has reached a settlement over allegations that one of its doctors refused to perform a scheduled procedure on a patient who's HIV positive. HIV is a disability that falls within the protections of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Federal prosecutors determined that Advanced Dermatology discriminated against the patient on the basis of his HIV status. Under the terms of the settlement, Advanced Dermatology will pay a $15,000 civil penalty and adopt a non-discrimination policy concerning people with disabilities. Wins News Time 525, 96th Street in Manhattan got a makeover. 1.7 miles of new bus lanes now stretch from 2nd Avenue to West End Avenue. MTA CEO Jano Lieber says the goal is to bring better bus service to New Yorkers.
They're going to get people there more reliably. They're going to make bus for all of the things that we value and good for the economy.
The DOT says this will significantly improve the commutes for over 15,000 weekday bus riders on the N96 and M106. The redesign also includes pedestrian safety improvements, like treatments that reduce turning speeds for drivers. Wins News Time 526. Now Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Andrew O'Day.
Over the next 2 years, 100 Foot Locker stores will look a lot less like actual Foot Lockers. The chain plans a rollout of the stylized in-store section for basketball shoes at Cole's home court. They debuted this year at its Herald Square flagship store. It includes technology that helps with sneaker fit and performance. Home court was co-developed with Nike, whose relationship with Foot Locker is being repaired after Nike de-emphasized retail partners in recent years to sell direct to customers. The first major reading of U.S. jobs in this week packed with them is out, and it shows employers looking to hire for more jobs than expected. Labor Department's monthly tracker of job openings finds an October pickup to nearly 7.75 million ads work. Economists surveyed by Bloomberg thought we would get a reading of about 7.5 million. On Wall Street, the NASDAQ and S&P added to yesterday's record highs. NASDAQ rose 77, S&P gained 3, Dow lost 76. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26:56 past every hour. I'm Andrew O'Day for 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Now this message: if you suspect nursing home abuse, call the law firm of Kelly and Grossman at 1-800-ELDERLY.
Hey, you line.
Hey guys, it's Jonesy. I wanted to tell you about my friends over at Spector & Associates. Spector & Associates is a community-led personal injury law firm, and they're based in New York City. They've represented people injured in trucks and bus accidents, construction site accidents, and car accidents involving rideshare applications such as Lyft and Uber. If you've been involved in any kind of accident and you may face life-changing injuries, Spector & Associates is your serious injury attorney. Dedicated to pursuing justice and getting you the most money possible for your case, so far, Spector & Associates has recovered hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. They stand ready to hear your case. Give them a call at 800-318-8888 or visit their website at crashinjury.com. Again, that's 800-318-8888 or crashinjury.com.
Spector & Associates, your serious injury lawyers. 800-318-8888.
Happy holidays, New York. This is Richard Davis, president of TWU Local 100. As we gather with family and friends to celebrate the holiday, let's take a moment to honor the 43,000 of our dedicated members who keep this city moving day in and day out.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
From the buses to the subways and from the depots to the stations, you are the heartbeat of this city, and your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. This season, as New Yorkers ride home to be with their loved ones, they'll do so because of you. On behalf of TWU Local 100, I wish you and your families a happy holiday and a safe and joyful New Year.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit Kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires. See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/25.
This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM, New York's one and only all-news station. I'm Michelle Caballo, Wins News Time 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Lori Madden. A memorial service was held today for the Israeli-American soldier who grew up on Long Island and who the military now says was killed on October 7th, the day Hamas attacked Israel.
All that remains is an array of photos, unread messages.
Says Omer Nutra's brother here at the Midway Jewish Center, where standing room only 1,000 people remember the 21-year-old. Omer's parents prayed for more than 1 year that he would return home one day.
My beautiful boy, with no physical sign back from you, but with hope and love of so many. We kept going and going, keeping you alive.
We and many people would never forget you.
Alyssa considered Omer her best friend.
And to honor your memory, we will live every day with courage, strength, and compassion.
She also said it was a privilege to know him. Sophia Hall, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM in Syosset, Long Island. Wednesday's time, 5:31. Time now for expanded traffic and transit. Here's Greg Rice.
Big trouble in Nassau County. You got a pile up on the Long Island Expressway. This is westbound over at South Oyster Bay Road. You've got multiple left lanes closed on the westbound LI at South Oyster Bay Road. A whole slew of cars are also off to the right shoulder. On the westbound Long Island Expressway at a standstill from 110 past the Seaford Oyster Bay and over to South Oyster Bay Road. Eastbound LI was already slow and it's getting worse over to South Oyster Bay Road with a whole lot of rubbernecking. Northern State not perfect, but better either way through South Oyster Bay Road. But Southern State Parkway slow ride eastbound after Central Avenue all the way to 110. Westbound slows from 109 all the way on back to Eagle Avenue. The Belt in Brooklyn, you're really getting the business now. Looks like you got an eastbound breakdown after Stillwell Avenue, slowing you down from the Verrazano. And then on the eastbound belt just after Erskine Street, you got a breakdown in the right lane, slowing you down from Flatbush Avenue. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound George, not bad into the toll readers on the upper and lower levels, but the upper deck is slowing across the span. South End Deegan, best of a bad bunch of options getting you out of town. Lincoln into the city is about 10 to 15. Outbound's all right. The Holland's back up to 30 minutes Jersey bound. And on the Jersey side, outbound covered roadway and inbound skyway are messy. Newark Bay, whole lot better either way. And if you're in a jam, call the Barnes Firm traffic tip line at 844-JAM-1010. That's 844-JAM-1010. Traffic is sponsored by the Barnes Firm. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
I'm attorney Rich Ball.
Now the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Lori, we still have some snow showers across the area right now. They're becoming a little more spotty now, but still a snow shower, perhaps mixed with a little bit of rain, making its way through Queens right now. We've had a few more snow showers up to southwest Connecticut, parts of Putnam and northern Westchester counties. But as far as the coverage of these goes, we're starting to see them diminish some. And I think within the next hour or two, a lot of these will diminish. And the sky's going to start to clear here as we head into tonight. So a low temperature around 30 in the city. It'll be in the 20s in many suburbs. Some sun will be followed by clouds tomorrow. The breeze will pick up over the course of the day, a high of 42. And cloudy and breezy tomorrow night. We will see some rain and wet snow at times. times. Now, some areas near and northwest of 287 could pick up a slushy coating to an inch of snow into early Thursday. Closer to the city and in the city is just going to be a little too warm for any snow that falls to accumulate. We'll see a low 36 early tomorrow night, and temperatures slowly rise late. And by Thursday morning, temperatures in and around the city will be in the low 40s. We'll see a snow or rain shower to start. Any heavier burst of snow could reduce visibility and cause some slick spots, especially north and west. And it will turn out quite windy with sunshine returning, high 43, but temps will fall through the 30s in the afternoon. And a windy, cold day Friday with sunshine, high only 35, and a real field temps will be in the teens. 40 degrees right now. It is cloudy in Midtown, or going down to 30. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station. 10 wins on 92.3 FM.
New York football fans, with BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you'll get your stake back in cash. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager, and physically present in New York only. Existing customer offer, subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call 877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Or
Sinatra, and since I made it here, after making it,
if you missed the Book of Hove at the Brooklyn Public Library, you can now buy the actual Book of Hove, a tribute to Jay-Z, a 432-page commemoration of the exhibit that celebrates the life and work of the Brooklyn-born rapper. The book contains nearly 700 images, rare interviews, never-before-seen photos. It doesn't come cheap. The classic version, $120. The ultimate, $2,000. And there's a special limited edition, just 5 copies with bronze slip cases. Those special copies, price upon request. Wins News Time, 5:35. The music at Lincoln Center won't just be coming from the stage this holiday season. The trees will be singing. The annual Magical Lights program is back, and this year the trees in Dante Park, the triangular park right across the main steps at Lincoln Center, will be decorated with audio reactive lights, meaning they'll sing while in sync with the twinkling of the decorations and the hustle and bustle of the street. The pies are back, but no one's getting dessert. A van full of stolen pies has been found in England, but chef Tommy Banks, who owns 2 Michelin-starred restaurants and a pub, says it's a big loss.
Pretty badly damaged. Unfortunately, they've been in the back, and all of the pies are pretty damaged as well. So the whole thing's a total write-off to us, which is, a real shame.
The van also contained steaks and ale. Heading to his pub, he had put out a plea to the thief for thieves, asking for the cargo's return. He got the van back, but all the food smashed up. Wins News Time, 5:36. Who runs the 21st century? 1010 Wins Entertainment is next.
California Psychics is the real deal. They helped me out, totally changed my attitude, totally got me psyched to start my business, and take a new path in my life.
At California Psychics, we only connect our customers with the best. We reject 98% of the psychics who apply to us, so we guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. New customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. So experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
Happy holidays, New York. This is Richard Davis, president of TWU Local 100. As we gather with family and friends to celebrate the holidays, let's take the honor of 43,000 of our dedicated members who keep this city moving day in and day out.
And clear up the closing doors, please.
From the buses to the subways, and from the depots to the stations, you are the heartbeat of this city, and your hard work doesn't go unnoticed.